I don't know. Okay. Well, I'm here. I guess if there's anybody here, you can jump in if you want to. This is kind of unexpected. Um, like I said, I don't know really what I'm doing, but this is my first time doing this. I want to try to drop this link in the chat in case anybody's online and you want to talk or anything like that. It's here, and I'm here. So, again, hello everybody. I'm Misty. This is Sama. I wanted to talk about something really briefly, and I'm having a hard time today. I'm having a hard time listening to all of these situations where a black woman is having her life taken away, or she's being assaulted, or any of those things. And there's different loopholes. Judges are being lenient. Here in Michigan, I think it was last summer, a man literally tortured his girlfriend, burned her with curlers, all kinds of crazy stuff. And the judge, who was a black woman, let this man out on bond, like $10,000 bond, which is really not a lot if you look at it. So he got out. And when he got out, he went back to his girlfriends and he took her life, her mother's life, and her stepfather's life. So it's something that's really, really upsetting. And it's something that we should pay more attention to. I don't know if you all have noticed. Have you noticed that there's less and less time for people who do these things to us? Um, they're not being solved. These cases are not being solved like they should be. And we're dealing with this. We're left with this. So I just wanted to bring attention to one story in particular. This happened in Michigan because there are dozens. There's so many. There's so many situations like this. But this happened kind of close to me, so kind of made me emotional. A lot of these stories make me emotional, but this really made me emotional. So I'm gonna try to share my screen. I don't know what I'm doing, but y'all be patient with me. Let's see. Come on, StreamYard. So I don't know if I'll get in trouble for sharing part of a news clip, but this is what we about to do. So let me play this for you real quick.
He came at me that night just in a vicious, just blacked out anger.
Her on and off again boyfriend attacked.
And then he began to hit me repeatedly in my face.
Michelle went to police, showed them the injuries, and a warrant was issued.
Look at that. He hit her repeatedly in the face, and look at that. She doesn't even look the same.
However, he wasn't arrested until 6 months had passed.
In that time, she also filed a personal protection order, which he violated and was given a probation of 14 days. And when it came time to go to trial for the abuse,
during trial, he was found guilty by a jury.
Rashad Hendricks, guilty of a misdemeanor, aggravated domestic violence.
The judge sentenced him to 1 year probation,
a sentence she feels did not fit the crime.
The process needs to be examined in both the police department and in the courts. You know, I felt like...
So this man, on and off again relationship, which means it wasn't healthy in the first place. It's not a healthy relationship if y'all, is back and forth, on and off. So I'm going to guess that she knew something was wrong. But, like a lot of us do, she was like, oh, it's not a big deal. So, he just has a temper. I can work around. We always think that we can work around some. Black women always think that we can fix things and work around things and help someone else. And it doesn't work. A lot of times you just got to go protect yourself. So there's that, right? So she stayed with him on and off again. She probably knew something was wrong until he felt entitled enough. He felt comfortable, because this is what happens most times. They push and they prod, they say things, they do things, and they try to check your temperature. They want to see what they can get away with. And so he felt comfortable enough to put hands on her. And I guess he thought she was just going to sit there and do nothing. Like, he thought she was one of those women that would stay with him. Now I want to go look into his background and see, does he have any priors? Not that that really matters, but men like this typically show who they are early on. And they'll do it in different relationships too. They'll try to pull the same stuff in different relationships, with different women and do the same stuff. So he put his hands on her. I mean, you saw her face. It was pretty bad. She was smart enough to go and get help, and get the police involved, which was correct. But then they dropped the ball. How is he only arrested 6 months later? So she did the other thing. She did the other thing. She went and she got a PPO, a personal protection order, which here in Michigan is a restraining order. He violated that. And then he got probation for 14 days. So they went to trial. He was found guilty and he got a year probation for what he did to her face. Like, that's it. And to add insult to injury, when this news station reached out to the Wayne County prosecutor's office, they said it was an appropriate sentence. Black woman, I know that you were in fear for your life and that this man physically assaulted you, gave you multiple bruises, your face all swollen up. But yeah, it's okay. It's okay that this man walks the street. And you know what's going to happen. Y'all know what's going to happen. It's going to be maybe, I give it less than 2 years. And he's going to do it again. But this time it's probably going to be worse. Like, we have to focus on prevention. We got to focus on preventing these things from happening. Seeing those red flags, paying attention to those red flags, that intuition, like that. I'm telling you, it's a feeling. Whenever your partner, especially your partner, does something and you'll feel like this wave of heaviness over you and it kind of passes, that's when you know something is wrong. He makes a joke about taking your life or something and you feel it, like that's wrong. But you're like, oh, well, he just jokes that way. That's just how it is. It's okay. I'm freaking out. I'm being too sensitive. Stop gaslighting yourself. Because that's what that is. That is gaslighting yourself. When you know something is wrong, follow that intuition the first time. Follow that intuition the first time. Okay. Anyway, so even the system is not taking it seriously. I mean, we could get on bond reform and all of those things that have hurt Black women, but I don't want to get into that. But we're not being protected. So at this point, we have prevention, and we also have, hey, we're going to take this into our own hands. That's what we have. That is what we have right now. So I wanted to show you all something else too. Because these stories have been happening so often. I can't even keep, like, if I had a penny for every time I read about a Black woman that was either physically assaulted by her partner or had her life taken by her partner, then, oh, mass to the max. Thank you. Thank you. If I had a penny for every time I came across a story like that, I would be rich. And it's really, really, really sad. So on top of what just happened, with this woman being physically assaulted by her boyfriend and the system doing nothing, him violating that PPO, that restraining order, there's another story that I saved recently. I was going to cover it, but I ran out of time. Let me see if I can share my screen really, really fast again. This is my first time streaming. So this right here made me so sick. This woman got away from this guy and he found her through social media, tracked her down and tried to run her over. Like, he ran her down with his car before they were, he had a separate domestic violence charge with somebody else. And the day before that, he ran this woman down. And he's only 19 years old. I think she said she was 18 or 19. This is disgusting. So she did the right thing. She got away and he tracked her on social media. Like, he was stalking her, and it is, frankly, it's disgusting. Oh, hey, Maz again. So I'm close with Rosa of Black Femicide. 2,077 Black women and girls were killed in 2022. Yeah. So Rosa is amazing. I like the work that she does. I don't know how she does it. Yeah. So on top of our cases, wherever our lives are taken, there's already that. But then we're not having our cases solved either. So these men, it's most of the time it's men, are walking around free. A restraining order means nothing to the coddled class. Yes. Like, why are we pretending that we don't know who is doing this to us? Like, why are we acting like we don't know? It's not Black women that are taking other Black women's lives every, what, 4.5 hours or something like that? Who is doing this? Who is the face of this? This is what we need to admit. And it's a bitter pill to swallow. I know. Rosa's been through hell. Her biggest detractors are mostly other Black women. Yeah. Yeah, because those Black women, as much I love Black, I think that we are amazing. And like when I look and I read these stories of these women that have lost their lives in these domestic violence situations, it's always a Black woman that's like educated. You know, she was a business owner. She was contributing to society. She was, running a homeless shelter. Like Black women are simply amazing, but we have to face the facts. Like we're under attack. And I hate to sound like radical or something like that. Actually, I did drop the link if y'all wanted to come up. I think I did the right thing. If y'all wanted to come up and chat real quick, but I was supposed to be on here for like a couple minutes. But yeah, so that really, really made me upset. And I've been watching a channel here on YouTube. It's like Twisted Stories. I'm telling you, every single morning, there's another story of a Black woman in a domestic violence situation where she lost her life. Every morning? Like, we got to stop messing with these dudes when they're showing us that they have tempers, when they're showing us that they don't respect us or our boundaries. We have to start setting it. That's how you filter out those people that are not good for you. You set those boundaries, and when they disrespect that boundary, you you move on it, you act on it. Anyway, so this is why we focus on prevention, because that's all you have at the beginning. That's the only sure thing that you have, is getting away and distancing yourself from these people, because the system is not helping us. And hopefully in the future, I want us to start advocating for that. Like, I want to see changes, because mental abuse is still abuse. So when they start stalking you, when they start calling you, you didn't tell this person, leave me alone, and they're popping up at your job, or they like, that needs to be taken seriously. I have a friend who's trying to file a restraining order now, and the judge is like, oh well, it's not really that serious. Like, they're downplaying it. So we need to be doing everything that we can in our power to protect ourselves, because that's all we have. So I just wanted to share this. I mean, I can't even share with you every single thing that I've read so far. Let me see. There's one other thing that kind of stuck out for me. One other thing that stuck out. This woman, I was going to talk about this, and she had her life taken in a hotel room last month by a partner. And stop meeting him too. Like, if y'all done and you left him because you felt like he was presenting a threat, then just stay gone. Like, oh, I see. Oh, she said something. What'd she say? Did you get trademarked and covered? No, we did not do that yet. I mean, it's something that's in the process. Like, I also really want to have support groups and everything, because we need to get this out there. Mental abuse is a real thing. And I'm tired of seeing Black women being gaslit. Like, oh, well, he didn't touch you, so it's not a big deal. Like, I'm so over that, man. Like, I'm tired of hearing it. Y'all, if you feel like violated, then you're probably being violated. And we need to stick to that. Like, stick with that. Trust your gut. Anyway, so damn, I've been on here for 15 minutes, but I just want to get on real quick, test StreamYard, and next time maybe we can make this more of a chat thing, because I would love to have some of you up here and just kick it and talk. And so I think I'm gonna get off here, but thank you for joining me, and y'all let me know what you think. If there's stories that you want to talk about, I mean, definitely feel free to email at samatogethernow@gmail.com. We on Facebook. We are also on Instagram. So, I mean, reach out, because this is a message that needs to be heard. We need to, and it's not just in the US too, because I've been talking to some of my friends in the UK, and they're also having issues with domestic violence over there as well. Black women are, feels like we're under attack worldwide. So, all right. I love you all. Bye.